Yo, what's going on, guys? BOJoeKO here, and we are back with our Columbus Blue Jackets GM mode. So last episode, we got through the trade deadline and made the two trades that we definitely wanted to get done, trading away Nick Schultz, and we traded away... Who else did we trade away? I completely forget. I know we traded Nick Schultz and got back some players, and then we also traded away Wisniewski for Dahan. Was that one of the other people we made a trade with? I don't even know. I completely forget. But I know we did make a trade with the Detroit Red Wings to get Dane DeKeyser a first and a second, and apparently Todd Bertuzzi as well, so he can go down there in the third line. Doesn't matter. We're just going to go best lines with this team as it already is established. And we're just going to basically run with this team now. So Johnson, DeKeyser, Murray, Eriksson, Dahan, and Savard does move up to play. On the NHL team, Bobrovsky is right there. And yeah, everything else looks pretty good. Dubinsky, Johansson, and Horton, except Dubes goes play there. Foligno, Hodgson, Kuznetsov, Como, Anisimov, and Bertuzzi, Calvert, Jenner, and Matt Fratton. Looks good. And then defense, like I said, Johnson, DeKeyser, Murray, Eriksson, Dahan, and Savard. We're just going to leave the power play units exactly the same. And we're all ready to go to finish off this year one. And we're also going to take a look at all the stats and all that good stuff because we didn't take a look at that last episode. So we'll take a look at the NHL stats. We're not going to look at team standings because I know we pretty much suck. So we're just going to look at point totals and for forward wise. So yeah, nobody really having a good point, but we do have 5 guys over 30 points so far, which isn't bad. I mean, Johansson with 38, Dubinsky with 37, Anisimov with 35, Kuznetsov with 31, and Cody Hodgson with 31. So a lot of guys, 5 guys with over 30 points so far, which is not bad. It's good for the second line, not the greatest for the first line, but still they're getting points in, so that's not bad. They could probably get to maybe about 50 or probably 50 points for these guys on the first and the second line. Everybody getting over 50 points, so that wouldn't be bad. Horton with 25, that's understandable because he's on the first line for defense. Matt Calvert's actually doing a lot there. He has 24 points. He has 6 power play goals, so definitely putting him on the power play was a good idea. Fratton with 16, Terrell with 16, Foligno with 15. Bertuzzi's points came from there. Jenner with 15, Como with 9. Okay, that's for the forwards. Defensemen, Johnson with 27, Murray with 20, Dahan 17, Eriksson 12, and Dane DeKeyser at 9 from Detroit. And then the goaltending stats. Not that really matters. All right, so that's what the Columbus Blue Jackets look like. 25, 31, and 6. Springfield is 37, 12, and 8. So they're looking pretty dang good. Oh yeah, we can definitely look at the player and pick trading. So yeah, Nikitin was the other person. So we traded away Nick Schultz to get Dane DeKeyser, Todd Bertuzzi, a first and a second for this year from Detroit, and then we traded away Nikitin to LA for a second round pick as well this year. So we're stocking up on our draft picks, which is good. Springfield, how are you guys doing in the AHL? We are the 1 point behind Wilkes-Barre Scranton for the top seed in the Eastern Conference. So that's pretty good for Wilkes-Barre. Not going to lie. All right, so progress reports. That was another thing we wanted to do. Progress reports. Check that out before we finish off the year. All right, so we'll go with forwards. And it looks like Evgeny Kuznetsov is definitely one of the players who's picked up his game amazing. 11 attributes modified already. Jumped up to an 82 overall. Yep, his shot's getting better. His puck moving skills, he's getting better deker, better hand-eye, better puck control. Offensive awareness is getting better. So it looks like all his offensive stats have got better, and his defensive stats are getting a little bit better as well. So Evgeny Kuznetsov already jumped up to an 82 overall. So this guy already is looking out to be an absolute steal from the Washington Capitals. Already 82 overall. Nicely done for Kuznetsov. All right, and take a look at defenseman. Ryan Murray jumped up 12 attributes, so he's already up at a 79, which is looking good. His shot's getting better. Puck moving skills is good. He's gotten better puck control. Offensive awareness is getting good by checking up 1, and then defense a little bit. So there you go. He's getting better in the offensive stats, which is good. Savard has gone up 1. That's probably from his AHL, but he will be playing top 6 on the NHL team. And same thing with Calvin Dahan. He got up 1 natural growth as well. Goaltenders, nobody there. AHL, Jeremy Smith is up to a 74, so that's good. He's gotten better in a couple categories. And then we go to just all skaters for the AHL. Cam Atkinson, look at this guy, jumped up to a 79 overall already. Jumped up 4 stats, 15 attributes modified for Cam Atkinson. He's probably going to be ready for next year, no doubt. Uh, Upper 80s, mid 80s in his shots now, so that's good. He's getting good in his puck moving skills as well. +4 in deking and puck control, that's pretty good. +4 in offensive awareness, so that's nice. His bounce got a little bit better, and a +5 for body checking. All right, Atkinson throwing the body around, and his defense has got a lot better too. So look out for Cam Atkinson next year. Carter Camper got a couple attributes modified, ones here and there. Thompson, so yeah, I guess these guys, these 3 Gold Star guys, can get a little bit better. Same thing with Trop, yeah, he got a little bit better. Gladwith as well. So nothing on. Where is he? Where is he? Nothing on Skilly, so that was interesting. And defenseman, Gladwith was the only person to get better on defense. And yeah, nothing for Wickstrom because he's sitting. Yeah, I think that was it. I think we just had Savard, and then we called him up, and we were watching Jeremy Smith, and then all of our other players are in the minor or in the junior, so it doesn't really matter. So we're good. We're good to go. We'll just finish off this regular season if we can, and then we can probably watch our AHL guys, and then we could send down some of the players to play in the AHL playoffs, which would be good. So just finish off the end of the season strong. I mean, we have been winning a lot of our games in the past couple of games that we have been playing. There was a overtime loss right there to Chicago, but I mean, I doubt we're gonna make the playoffs unless we pull a miracle here. But yeah, I don't think so. Lost 2 in a row. No way, no way, Jose. I expected us not to make the playoffs anyway, and that's exactly what I'm gonna do. We need to keep losing some games here, get a good draft pick, and we should be good. So Detroit's draft pick looks like it's gonna be fairly good, because I think they had a very good record. We'll have to check out the records of our draft picks at the end of the season. See where all the teams finished relatively at, and check our draft picks. So I think we have, for this year, we have our draft pick, Detroit's first, and then I think we have our second and LA's second. So I think we have a couple pretty good draft picks as well, and we can trade some more players if we need to at the draft for some more draft picks, but I doubt we will. The only other player I can maybe see us trading is Nathan Horton. That's basically all I can see us trading at this point in time. Other than that, nobody else really needs to go. Bobrovsky stays. Jack Johnson, he's the oldest, one of the older players. Dubinsky, he stays. Foligno, Nisimov, they stay. So we're all good to go. All right, so defenseman, we were scouting in the dub, right? Defenseman for the OHL. Yeah, let's look at these guys for defense, because we are pretty good on defense. So I mean, I'll just scout those little extra guys for another 6 weeks here. So this last game against Florida should do the trick. 29, 36, and 7. Looks looking pretty good. Yeah, Detroit has like 90 plus points already. Yeah, they're going to be a very good team unless they get knocked out early in the playoffs. That would be beneficial for us. I'll make our draft pick better. But once again, it's the first year. Draft picks, any draft pick you get in the first round, first like 4 rounds is actually pretty decent, a pretty decent pick to have. So, just continuing along here, 2 wins in a row. All right, making a case, I guess. You gotta get wins here and then, guys. Keep getting points. Johansson's a 40 assist guy, so that's pretty good. Colorado's a worse team than us, so that's good that we gave them a win there. All right, Philly's a good team. Hartnell's leading the goals. That's funny. Hey, we got a win there. Chicago, they're a good team as well. 5-4 loss. I think that was overtime, maybe. Continuing to go here, so yeah, our prospects are getting better, which is always nice to see. It'll definitely interesting to see how the guys in the juniors are gonna increase at the end of the year. I think we can see them in the contracts if we go take a look at them. Maybe I'll do that. See how they're progressing so far throughout the year. And Tampa Bay and Florida to end off the year. 4-3 loss. One more loss will be nice against Florida. And 3-1 win. All right, at least we end the year on a win. So 34, 40, and 8 to end off the year 1 simulation. Not bad. All right, so Yeah, we'll continue to. All right, so I think yeah, it's year one, so most of the games are probably already over. If I go up one day, I think all the games should be over. It could be an extra person in there. Okay, yeah. So all the games are pretty much over now. So we have Detroit's pick and LA's pick. Okay, so LA finished first in their division and Detroit finished second in their division. All right, so we're hoping for some early playoff exits as we look at point totals. So we have 76 points, which puts us. All right, so it looks like Washington will go number one, Colorado goes number two. Looks like we have the third overall pick. Yeah, it looks like we might have the third overall pick to either could possibly get the. So it looks like we could either get obviously number one, we could get number two, three, or four. So we're looking pretty good about what our draft is going to be. It's a top five pick this year, no doubt. It is a top five pick in this draft, so that'll definitely be good. All right, so let's check out goals leaders for this year. So Stamkos at 51 goals, that's pretty good. Assists, Spezza had 70 assists, that's pretty crazy. Points, Spezza and Stamkos both had 99 points. Wins, Craig Anderson topped the leaderboard with 40. Save percentage, Pecorine up there, and Pecorine for goals against the average as well. Jimmy Howard's up there. All right, some interesting names. All right, so let's simulate up here a little bit till they give us the end of the regular season has ended. Cool, we'll stop the simulation. 39 wins, yeah, whatever. Screw off, coach. All right, so we'll take a look at the final stats this year. We will look at the team standings for this year now that we're at the end of the season. So goals for per game 2.03. Yeah, didn't score enough goals this year. Goals against per game 2.8. Yep. So that was definitely one of our problems. Power play was 13.2. Not the greatest power play. But it looks like our penalty kill was, yeah, our penalty kill was second in the league, an 85.3% penalty kill. So that's the one thing we do have going for us in years to come. Our penalty kill, especially with a team loaded with a lot of really good defensive players, our penalty kill is going to be very good for years to come down the line. So home 19, 18, and 4, away 15, 22, and 4. Last 10 we were 5, 4, and 1. All right. Now let's take a look at the player stats for the season for the NHL. AHL guys are still going on. I'll wait till. Actually, I probably will call the guys down right now and put them into the lineups. So forward wise, so Ryan Johansson only 56 points this year, so it's kind of might stun his growth a little bit. He did get 40 assists, so that's not bad. Brandon Dubinsky 51 points. Evgeny Kuznetsov in his first year 42 points in 82 games, not bad. Nathan Horton 39, Anisimov 39, Hodgson 37, Calvert 28. Foligno 25, Fratton 21, Jenner 20, Bertuzzi had 18, Terrell 16, Como had 12. If we look at goals, our leading goal scorer was Dubinsky with 26, and we almost had a lot of guys in the teens area for goals, so that's not bad. We had at least 10 players that got double digits in goals, so that's not bad. A lot of players in the teens area. Kuznetsov almost had 20 goals, so that's not bad for him. And then defensemen, we do have Jack Johnson getting 36 with 30 assists. Ryan Murray putting up 27 points. He's already jumped up to an 80 overall, so that's really good for him. DeHaan 22, Eriksson 16, DeKaiser with 11, and David Savard with 4 in 20 games. And then goaltending, once again, just not the greatest year for Bobrovsky, but he'll get a turnaround, 2.76. With a save percentage of 91.234 shutouts on the year. All right, so there's the point totals. AHL team is going to be making the playoffs 40, 23, and 8. At least they should. Yeah, they're still second in the Eastern Conference, so they're looking pretty good. All right, so let's move up to this game before the Wolfpack, and let's send down some of our players that we know we can send down that should be sent down. All right, so we'll go to GM options. We'll go to roster moves, and basically any of the depth players that we need to call down, we'll call down. All right, so forwards, any depth forwards? Not really. Everybody that's a depth, it's more over our defensemen that we should call down. Eriksson should get called down. Savard and DeHaan definitely should. So Savard will get called down. DeHaan will get called down. Okay, we'll have to switch DeHaan with somebody. We'll swap him with this Larkin guy. I don't even think he's playing. And Eriksson, we'll swap him for Tamarina. Yeah, we can swap him with him. Larkin, yep, that's fine. Do we want to put DeKaiser down there? DeKaiser's a top 6. I don't really think that'll matter to his growth all that much. He's on a 2-way, so it's not gonna like kill him. So there's not really any forwards that we should really send down other than maybe Calvert. He's on a 1-way. We could probably switch him with somebody. Calvert, we can get a better sniper in there. Could switch Calvert with Skilly. Just want to get some of these 4th-line guys down there. Like Dan Terrell, we can swap him with somebody. We could swap him with Cody. Can I get a 2-way forward? Matt Ellis, yep, that's good. And Fratton, do I want to throw down there? Or Jenner? Jenner might not be bad. Get these low, like, 80 guys down there in the minors. Kuznetsov might benefit from it, but he's actually a 3rd-liner as well. You know what? I'll throw Jenner down there. I'll swap him with Seedlick, and for anybody else, Matt Fratton, I will send down there as well. Another 2-way forward. Let's get Weinberg, Hansen. Yeah, Jake Hansen, you can take a seat. All right, so let's edit up our lines now for Springfield. So we want best lines, right? Yep, so they want Fratton, Jenner, and Cam Atkinson, Calvert, Terrell, and Craig, Trop, Boyce, and Bowles, Jacques, Shotput, and Bass. So we want Weinberg in there. Okay, those guys are sitting. Collins, and yep. And then Weinberg is the only guy sitting who would maybe want to get put in there. 68. Nah, I think we'll just leave this team. It's fine. Defense, Erickson and DeHaan. Yep, I'm fine with that. Let Erickson and DeHaan play down there. McNeil, Savard, David Savard's down there as well. Dalton Prout and Cody Glabov. And then in net should have Jeremy Smith. Yep, all right, we're good. I'm just going to leave that as best lines right now for the Springfield Falcons. Let them play. Let them do their thing. Just best lines probably for the NHL teams. That's fine by me. Columbus doesn't have a game. All right, so we can basically just watch the Springfield Falcons now for the rest of this video, see how they do. And then we'll probably get ready for pre-draft. We'll do pre-draft stuff. Analyze who you guys think we should pick in the draft. And I'll get your guys' input on that because I'm not the greatest with drafting out of year 1 with this new roster update. So you guys will have to definitely give me some suggestions on who to go after. But let's keep going here with the AHL playoffs, which are about to begin. And we got the first round against the Albany Devils. So let's see if Springfield can pull out a win against Albany. Pull out a series win against the Albany Devils. All right, so 3-2 win in game number 1. 5-3 win in game number 2. Calvin DeHaan leading in goals. 2-0 loss in game number 2, or game number 3. 2-0 win in game number 4, and a 3-1 win in game number 5. So we take the first round over Albany. Calvin DeHaan leading in goals with 3. Cam Atkinson with 4 assists. Tim Erickson leading in plus-minus with 3. And Jeremy Smith with 4 points, or 4 wins already. All right, so we can scout some more forwards now. We're done with the defensemen. OHL, there are a lot of really good guys in the OHL. I know that. Yeah. Or WHL. Do we want to take a trip to somewhere else? Maybe WHL could maybe get a little bit more experience. Elite League could maybe get a little bit. We do have some good second rounders. Sim Liga League, they have some second rounders. Trying to look for a lot of second rounders in there, but then again, it always is a top Canadian heavy draft out of year 1. So yeah, we'll do the WHL for actually no, yeah, WHL for the last part of this. For 6 more weeks. All right, so now we got the Tampa Bay Lightning's AHL team, the Syracuse Crunch, in the second round. Yep, let's continue. All right, so 4-0 loss in game number 1. 4-1 win in game number 2. All right, nice way to come back, boys. All right, game number 3, 5-1 win, nicely done. 4-1 and 3-2 win in game number 5. So I think we take 5 win that series in 5 as well. And we move on to the Eastern Conference Finals in the AHL playoffs. Nicely done. And going up against the Providence Bruins. All right, so it looks like our guys are doing pretty good. 4-3 win, nice. 6-1 win, nice. 2-1 win, nice. And 2-0 loss, 4-3 win, and 5 games again. So every series so far for the Springfield Falcons has gone to 5 games, and now we go on to the Calder Cup Finals to face off against the Chicago Blackhawks AHL team, the Chicago Wolves. See if we can win the Calder Cup. So 3-2 win there, 2-0 loss. 2-1 win, 3-0 win, and a 4-0 win. So Jeremy Smith back-to-back shutouts in games 5 and I think 3 and 5, right? Or 4 and 5. Yeah, 4 and 5 back-to-back shutouts. And the Springfield Falcons do eventually win the Calder Cup. So way to go. Our AHL team is looking pretty good right about now. They won the Calder Cup. Nicely done. So that's definitely a good thing for our prospects, no doubt. They played pretty dang well. So let's take a look at the Stats Central for the player stats for the playoffs, and then the AHL team. Take a look at who performed pretty well for them in the playoffs. All right, so forward-wise, so Dana Terrell, 20 games played for him with 22 points, 11 goals, and 11 assists for Dana Terrell, so he might have got the playoff MVP. I definitely would have given it to him. Great job for him. Boone Jenner had 10 and 20. Trop had 10 and 20. Matt Fratton had 10 and 20. Craig, 8. I'm just going for the noticeable names here. That's all the forwards that we had, really. Those are all the forwards? We only used 9 forwards. Oh, well, the other guys probably weren't even listed, so they're probably like, yeah, it's that stupid thing where some of them aren't even listed because they're not under contract or whatever. That crazy bullshit with it. And then Savar, McNeil, and Prout, and yeah, it's really weird how they have. But Jeremy Smith's 1.57 goals against average, dear lord, 93.77. Way to go for Jeremy Smith. Way to clutch it up there. Those guys probably got moved back to like the NHL team. That's probably why their points didn't show up. If I were to go here, oh, it's not even gonna show us on there. Okay, whatever. So if we look at the playoff tree for the NHL, see what happened with that. So it looks like the Minnesota Wild were the Stanley Cup champions against the Toronto Maple Leafs. So it looks like it was Phoenix versus Minnesota in the finals in the Western Conference, and in the Eastern Conference, it looked like Ottawa versus Toronto. Interesting, very interesting. So Toronto swept Philly, 2 sweeps there in the first round for that one, and some weird seedings there. Okay, but whatever. And then playoff tree for there, Springfield, Calder Cup. Nicely done. Alright, so let's take a hold here. We still got a little bit of time left before the draft, so I want to get by this prospects game. See if there's any good CHL players that we want to, we can maybe scout them up beforehand. I want to use my phone. Let's go to staff upgrades. I think we can upgrade some stuff. Yes, we can. So we want to upgrade our amateur scout. And we can upgrade that twice. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, so we'll upgrade our amateur scout twice, so we can scout better in the future. And let's take a look at Stats Central for... Actually, I want to go to GM options, scouting, and then prospects game player stats. Take a look at any high overalls of this one. So we'll do for all skaters for the red. Okay, so we know Aaron Ekblad's already high overall. He's already projected to be 70 overall out of the gates. That's good. Michael DeCall, 66. Nikolai Goudobin. Yeah, Nikolai Goudobin, 70 overall, right-wing playmaker. Okay, that's interesting. Never seen his name before. Hosang, 69. Roland McCowan, 61. Nick Ritchie, 64. Nikita Sherbak, yeah, we know about him. Vertinen, 63. And Spencer Watson. Okay, so those were on the red. White, Barbashev, 67. Sam Bennett, 71 overall, two-way forward. Okay. any other guys. McCain, 61. Sam Reinhart, 71. Tambellini, 64. That's not bad. All right, so not bad, not bad. And then goaltenders, Fortnan and Nikjovic, and then whoops, and then Ty Edmonds and Eetu Larkarainen. He's 62, so that's not bad. Okay, so let's take a look on scouting report. Not scouting report. We want to go to scouting report is definitely something we could look at. So scouting report. So we looks like we're gonna have a top 3 pick this year. So we could looks like we're gonna have the 3rd overall pick. So I don't think we can get Ekblad. We might be able to get a chance at Sam Reinhart if there's a goalie in the top 5, which there are. There's 2 top 5 goalies, but we don't have to worry about goalies. So we're not going to draft Christopher Bitts nor Ty Edmonds. I don't even think we need to worry about drafting goaltenders at all during this GM mode. So not unless we need to, maybe in the late rounds if there's a really good steal. So don't think we can get Ekblad unless we move up, which I really don't want to because I'd rather not move up into this draft. We could get our chances at Sam Reinhart. If we do, I probably will take Sam Reinhart. And if not, we also have a chance at Blake Siebenaler, who is a defenseman, but I'd rather want to get some offensive prospects as well. Defensive prospects wouldn't be that bad because we are running a little bit low on them after Eriksson and Savard and Murray. Actually, no, we're pretty good with defensive prospects. We definitely should go after some forward prospects, and Sam Reinhart probably would be a good guy to go after. If not Sam Reinhart, Richie's always good. We know what he did in Dallas for us. Mistel is up there as well. Sherback, Bailey, McCowan. I want to look for where some of those guys who I saw in the prospects game are actually going to go. So DeCall, he was highly uprated. He's going in the 1st round. Let's see. Vertonen's going in the 1st round. Nylander, I know he gets pretty good. I'm trying to look for some of those guys. So Jared McCann is down there, 1st or 2nd rounder. Hosang's is 1st or 2nd rounder. Sam Bennett, this guy who had a 71 overall, so he looks like he's going to go in the 1st and or 2nd round. And we have a high 2nd round pick. If he's available, I'm going to take him. Let's see if Barbashev was also highly rated. He's a 2nd rounder. We do have 2 2nd rounders with the LA Kings, remember. Ellers, anybody else, and Gudobin. Yeah, so look at that. Nikolai Gudobin looks like he might be a nice steal to pick up in the 2nd round. So if all possible, I might want to go after some more 2nd round picks if all possible. Might not be a bad idea if I can maybe make a trade with some team before that. Not to go after any 1st round picks, but maybe go after some more 2nd round picks if they become available. So let me know what you guys think. I'm gonna keep scrolling through a lot of these players here just continuously. Like I said, we don't have to worry about goaltenders. I do not plan on drafting any goaltenders in this year 1 draft. We're all concerned about offense and defense. So there's a name of all the players that are going to be available at the year 1 draft. Let me know what you guys think. If I definitely think I would want to go for some 2nd round picks to try to stock up on some of them to get some good steals in the 2nd round pick. Like Gudobin looks like he's going to go late. Barbashev looks like he's going to go late. Bennett, Hosang, and with probably our 3rd or 2nd round pick, it looks like we could get a chance to take Sam Reinhart. If not, we want to grab up Siebenaler with it as well, or Nick Ritchie, depending on what we want to do. So let me know what you guys think about that, and we will go right into the draft for next episode. So take it easy, guys, and let me know what you have suggestion-wise for the draft.